Hey guys, it's Jen and welcome back to Jen's Top 10. We are on our final episode of the season. So yay, but also sad. But hopefully you guys have been enjoying these episodes. Today we're going to, as you can see, we're going to be talking about face creams. And if you did watch our Water Noob series, we had quite a few finalists. I wanted to actually explain to you why some of them didn't make it in the end because I thought you guys might be curious based on some of your feedback from previous episodes. So just to really quickly sum up, the ones that didn't end up making them, even if I really liked them, I ultimately had to take them out based on whether they were actually really moisturizing or not. The formula itself, some of them were actually very remarkably similar to a serum or an essence when it came down to it, really nicely spreadable, but some of them just kind of flew away or it didn't feel like it was doing that sealant kind of function of what a cream should actually do. As some of the products, they didn't make it if they had a little bit of a strong scent. So although it didn't have artificial fragrance because that was one of our elimination criteria, but yeah, we're gonna break it down now. So let's get ready for Jen's top 10 moisturizing face creams. So we're gonna start off with the kind of like lightest applying, most hydrating formula. It's S.NATURE and it's called the Aqua Squalane Moisturizing Cream. And this one actually says it's wrinkle lifting. It is actually a really nicely applying cream. It is white, so it really does look like a cream. It's not like a see-through kind of formula, but it applies like really silkily, so it feels really light and blendable and very hydrating. It doesn't feel like really thick and hard to apply. As you rub it in, you can feel the refreshing feel of water in a way, like you know when there's a watery proponent to the formula? Yeah, that's what it feels like. So this one actually is amazing, super hydrating and nourishing, but it doesn't fly away all that much, although again, it is the lightest out of the top 10. It also contains Squalane, 150,000 ppm, got betaine, panthenol, hyaluronic acid for that hydration. It has a really short ingredients list, absolutely no fragrance, so all of them are non-scented again. It's in a tube form, which is the most handy, hygienic, and easy to use. Yeah, I thought it was a really, really good hydrating cream that also does that anti-wrinkle lifting kind of thing because of the collagen and the peptides. So that was the first one. Next up, this one over here, my subscribers would know that this is one of my favorites. This is the Thank You Pharma Rice Pure Gel and Cream. This was actually kind of hard to access and I found it just by chance, and so I wanted the world to know about it. This is one of those unique products that contains a gel and a cream inside, so it works well for all different skin types. You don't have to particularly be oily skinned or dry skinned to figure out if it's for you or not. And if you're also just like combination or normal skin and you have like really moody skin, some days you might be needing more hydration and some days you might need more of that nourishment factor, then you can really pick and choose what you want with a little spatula. You can mix up the cream, you can only focus on like the gel and take out the gel part. It really is up to you, and it's got a lovely, lovely formula. It is unscented. It doesn't have any artificial colorant, fragrance, any essential oils, but this one's main ingredient, as the name suggests, is rice. 100,000 ppm. It just blends on really, really nicely. It has a slightly refreshing, soothing, calming feel, but again, it's not number 10 because it's not super thick. It's one that glides on really nicely. As you can see, it's like silky, smooth, nourishing. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. So that's a nice rice-based cream, multifunction and suitable for lots of different skin tones. I think it'll be good if you have like sensitive, irritated skin as well. So that is my number 2. Next up, ATEM Super Cream is the name, and it's got milk, proteins, and peptide complex in it. It's a big jar and it has 50 mils. It's cruelty-free and it's a pretty like substantial feeling case. It doesn't feel cheap or anything. So we're starting to really move into the more like creamy cream type of formulas. This one is based on milk protein. So you can kind of smell the milkiness of the ingredient, but it's a really lovely formula. Glides on really nice. It's very silky. A little goes a long way. It doesn't feel refreshing and cooling, but it's not warming either. But it does have a little bit more of what would you call it? Like texture than the other first two that I showed you guys. So we're starting to get into that really nourishing kind of feel. I'm so glad that I found it because I haven't seen anyone else talking about it. I haven't seen in any physical stores in Korea, which is why I think it wasn't one of the best selling products in Korea as well. But like, I think the world should know more about it. So yeah, it has totally gentle ingredients in it. It's based on milk protein, so I think it would have a little bit of a whitening effect as well. It's got peptides in there. It's hydrating. It does have a little bit of a very, very faint oily feeling towards the end, but it's not like a thick oil, if you guys know what I mean. So yeah, this is one that I would recommend for sensitive skin as well. So we're up to number 4, I believe, and we're going to go back into the tubes up here. Oligo Hyaluronic Acid Calming and Cream, and it's got hyaluron of 3015 ppm. It says that it goes like deep into the surface of the skin to give you that moisture and hydration deep in the layers of the skin. It says at the back, I'm not sure if you can capture that, it has a little illustration of what it does on the skin's surface. It's got really mild ingredients in there. It actually is for sensitive skin and for dry skin. It is a pure white cream like this, and as you can see, like the other ones were kind of more like gelish type, but this one is like an actual cream, and it sort of just becomes translucent as you blend it in the skin. This one has more of a cream feel, but it's still quite hydrating, and it has a refreshing feeling. So it's hydrating, no scent to it, but this one is getting a little bit more moisturizing than the other one. So you can really feel this one lasting on the skin after it's been absorbed. But it actually says that it helps to tighten the skin as well, make the skin firmer over time. So I really like this one. This is one that I personally didn't know about, but I have been using on a daily basis as well. Next up is this one of my personal favorites, the COSRX Comfort Ceramide Cream. I couldn't decide between this one and Moisture Power Enriched Cream, this one over here. I've actually personally been really loving both of these on a daily basis, but this one contains propolis extract. It's a little lighter than this one, so I decided to choose this one because we have a lot of kind of light ones to represent the hydrating factor of creams over here already. This one's starting to get into the ceramide, the really trustworthy kind of moisture barrier on the skin. So this one has Centella asiatica leaf water as the first ingredient. It's got sunflower seed oil, ceramide NP. It also doesn't contain any harsh alcohols, parabens, fragrance or anything. It's in a handy tube, which is also why I thought it would be more recommendable than this one, which is good, but just slightly, you know, a little bit less handy, a little bit less hygienic when it's in the tub form. So yeah, this one right here, it looks like this. It's more of a cream texture. You rub it in and you can feel like the nourishing effect. I wouldn't say a little goes a long way. You actually end up using quite a bit of this, but it's a really nice cream for when you really need that moisture, not just hydration, but to like seal in your skincare beforehand. I actually personally like the hand cream of this one too. I've had it in my favorites before. It's a really similar formula as this, but targeted for the hands. But yeah, I really do recommend this one as well if you've got sensitive skin, maybe more on the dry side. I would recommend this one right here. So next up is the Purito Centella Unscented Recovery Cream. This is also in a tube. Not my personal favorite packaging, to be honest. Just to be honest, it's not like super aesthetic or anything. It looks like a medicine, kind of like a little medicine tube, but I love the ingredients and I love the formula. So it is essential oil-free Centella asiatica extract 50% and niacinamide 2%. They're all things that are good for the skin's barrier. It's good for calming, it's anti-inflammatory, all those good things, and plant-based ingredients, which I believe Purito is as a brand in general. So this cream is more creamy than the previous COSRX one. It does blend a little bit more watery-ish, but it feels a little bit more nourishing. This one has a little bit of a refreshing feel, so I recommend this one more for guys. Next up, the Olivarrier Comfort Barrier Cream. Another of my personal favorites, but to be honest, I've been using this one more than any others because simply it's just in my bathroom. But personally, I have been loving this one for like, I don't know how long, maybe a few months or something. I love this. It's cruelty-free and vegan. It says here it's Cosmos Organic, certified clean. It has actual official labels on there. I like this packaging. I think it's nice and minimal. It's in a tube form, so it's handy and convenient. But as you can see, this one's like really, really like a cream. It looks like a medicine cream, right? But obviously it applies a lot more smoothly, kind of like silky. I would say though that this one has a slightly kind of like oily feeling at the end. You can feel tiny, like maybe 1% stick on the skin. If you don't mind that, that's good. We're gonna move down here. Now this brand is the ATOPALM MLE cream. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it. I only knew ATOPALM because I use their products for maternity and baby. I think that in Korea as well, this brand is known for all of their baby products. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of their baby products, but this cream is like excellent. This is a deep hydration cream with skin barrier strengthening MLE to soothe and deeply hydrate the skin. This one actually has a lot of product in it, and it's not just for your face, but it actually says specifically that you can use it on your body. It's made for your arms and legs as well. This would be a good thing to buy for people because it has a lot in there. You do have to use a spatula to take it out, but as you can see, it's like a real cream. I think it's actually a really great cream for your body. A little goes a long way with this as well. So if you want that moisturizing cream that really stays on the skin without just flying away, this is it. It's starting to get on the heavier side of cream, so definitely maybe more for like dry skin. If you're in like tropical regions and you have oily skin, then obviously not really the one for you. I might recommend more of the top ones over here. Non-scented. It does have a slight like pepperminty smell, but not like strong at all. So yeah, ATOPALM's MLE Deep Hydration Cream. Next up is the Dr.Jart Ceramidin Cream. This is something that I have been liking for years actually, and I remember my husband really loved this at a certain point, but I actually really like this too. It's a moisture retention shield. It's probably something that I would recommend for those who have dry skin, who don't have time to apply a lot of products, or if you have more mature skin. So this one is based on Ceramidin, which is good for irritated skin, sensitive skin, but also it does create the sealant barrier, so it retains your moisture. It has a bit of a yellow creamy color like that. I personally really reach for this in the winter seasons. If you've been out in the cold a lot or air conditioning and you just need that soothing property but also like guarantee of actual cream moisture, this is the one that I would recommend and point towards. Also recommend for gift season. If you're looking for a gift for your significant other, men in your life as well, this is something that I would recommend. Last but not least, guys, we are on our final one, and it is this brand here, SCINIC Super Moist Facial Cream, and this is the heaviest one. Looks like this, and it kind of looks like wax. But yeah, this one would definitely be for dry skin, for those who want to really guarantee the sealing of moisture, or if you have mature skin. And a little goes a long way with this formula. This has a beautiful formula. If you like to do spot moisturizing, like, you know, the Claire's Midnight Blue Calming Cream, which I didn't put in because it's not really a cream that classify as an all-over face cream, it's more of a spot cream. But this one can also double up as a spot cream, I think, for those who need like just specific area spots. It applied really nicely though, even though it was like super thick, as you can see, but it does have that like crazy barrier going on. It's like it's sealing it all in, and I can still feel it on my hands. But it's still really nice and blendable. It still feels kind of refreshing and that it's absorbing in the skin. That was our final one for Jen's top 10 for moisturizing facial creams. Alright, so that was it for our final top 10 on moisturizing facial creams. So I genuinely hope that all of our efforts of filming these and putting these together has been helpful for your shopping list. Be sure to share these videos with your friends or family if they're asking what the top products from K-Beauty are, because we've had a whole team helping us work on putting the finalist products all together. Even if it didn't make the top 10, it doesn't mean that they're not good. It's just because there are so many good products. So even in What a Noob, you might be able to find some really good products in there too. Just like a little quick thing that I want to put in there before we say bye-bye. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed spending time with me. And if you guys enjoyed these videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I might be back. We don't know if we'll be back for top 10 or What a Noob, or maybe something completely different. Just from Jen to you guys, hope you guys have a really wonderful holiday season. Take care of your skin as well while you're enjoying your festivities or however you're going to celebrate. And Happy New Year as well. And we might see you guys in 2022. Bye everyone, and I'll see you guys next time. Just keep painting constellations. You cover me